The 2010 Lotus Lantern Festival was officially inaugurated with a lantern lighting ceremony held at Seoul Plaza in front of Seoul City Hall. The lantern conveys our wish that we may all overcome the suffering and distress of our lives in harmonious togetherness. As one of the pre-festival activities, traditional lantern exhibitions were held in various locations. Beautifully adorned lanterns greeted citizens at Bonggeunsa Temple, Center for Korean Buddhist History and Culture, Gwanghwamun Plaza, and the Cheonggyecheon Stream. Traditional lantern features distinct cultures and soft light. Moving from a confined space out into the open, these traditional lanterns are not just for decoration, but evolve into lanterns of harmonious togetherness for all the people of the world. Festival Eve celebrations began as the Yeon Deung Hoe unfolded in Insadong and on the street in front of Chogyesa Temple. Heralding the opening of the Lotus Lantern Festival, the streets were filled with a festive mood. With the commencement declaration, diverse stage performances were given by various groups. Reviving the tradition of the Goryeo Dynasty's lantern ceremony, the stage had a backdrop of mountain scenery. The audience livened up the performances by giving roars of applause and shouts of joy. The Lotus Lantern Festival has become an international festival that is shared and celebrated around the world. At the Festival Eve celebration, all become one through song and dance, Buddhists and citizens, foreigners and tourists. Today is a good day, the day the Buddha came into this world. Opening their minds, participants amuse themselves late into the night. It's the day of the Lotus Lantern Festival. The street in front of Chogyesa Temple was a showcase for Buddhist cultural performances. Tightrope walking, the Bukjeon Lion Mass Dance Drama, and Pungmullori percussion music. Korean traditional performances, which are fast becoming endangered tradition, perk up the audience with their distinctive merrymaking and satirical humor. Every year, the festival's attractions increase as Asian folk performers come to participate from such places as Tibet, Mongolia, and Nepal. Non-Korean participants to the Buddha Street Festival are on the rise every year. Lotus lantern making is especially popular with non-Koreans, and reservations are booked up early just through word of mouth. Today's experience of making lanterns will remain in their memories for a long time. The Buddha Street Festival offers first-hand experience on Korean Buddhism and Korean traditional culture. These cultural experiences are open to people of all ages. But it is the children who get most excited. Along with other children, they engage in activities that let them be creative. Through these activities, their talents, sensibilities, and personalities are uncovered. This exposure to traditional culture at an early age gives them self-esteem about their own culture. Participants can also experience the Buddhist culture of other Asian Buddhist countries such as Taiwan, India, Nepal, Thailand, Tibet, Mongolia, and Cambodia. The traditional games ground reminds some of us of the yards of our parents' country houses where we used to run and play in childhood. There, regardless of age, people return to the innocence of childhood by playing marbles, slap match, and jump rope. While the Buddhist Street Festival is progressing toward its height in front of Chogesa Temple, another festival event, the Celebration of Harmony begins at Dongguk University Stadium. Before beginning the Lotus Lantern Parade, all participants assemble here. They cheer themselves up by dancing and singing in harmony. As they laugh, jump, and dance, everybody rejoices in their oneness. Tradition and the spirit of merriment come alive at the Lotus Lantern Festival. Colorful traditional costumes and vibrant performances readily unite all people, removing the distinctions between you and me. In the heat of dance, the boundaries between us are broken down. The celebration of harmony is well on its way. Awards are presented to the winning organizations of the Lantern competition. This is a moment to welcome again the Buddha, who came to this world 2,600 years ago. It is a time to make an earnest vow that we will live according to the Buddhist teachings. We will let go of greed and selfishness, and we will become compassionate bodhisattvas who live a life of sharing. These participants are about to adorn the night streets of Seoul by lighting the lotus lanterns of our wish. The highlight of the Lotus Lantern Festival. The Lotus Lantern Parade begins. Starting from Dongdaemun, the east gate of Seoul in olden times, the parade passes through the Jongmyo Royal Ancestral Shrine and Tapgol Park, and finally arrives at the street in front of Chogesa Temple. An ocean of grand ornate lanterns and colorful handheld lanterns brighten up the streets of downtown Seoul. Participating in the parade are monks who represent each temple and tens of thousands of Buddhists from more than 100 temples. Though they are different in their jobs, ages, genders, and nationalities. They are all smiles as heroes and heroines of the festival, embraced by the harmony of the beautiful lights and the upbeat traditional music. Each participant has joined the parade holding the lantern they laboriously made by hand. Though each lantern looks a little different, the spirit of sharing it emanates toward the world is the same. As the lantern lights up all corners of the world evenly, so with the light of compassion, we pray. The Lotus Lantern Parade is joined by other Buddhist countries such as Nepal, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, and Mongolia. From their wide open hearts, the lotus flower of harmony blossoms. Especially the grand ornate lanterns stir the hearts of spectators with their scale and vibrancy. These grand lanterns brilliantly light up the dark streets. They contain our prayers to resolve the difficulties of our society together. The Taedong-nori of old Korea, a communal street party which used to dispel resentments and open a path to harmony, now comes alive, transcending 1,000 years of time. Perhaps the sharing mind is the mind of the Buddha, and the lantern of the mind is the beginning of hope. The Lantern Festival is a sharing of dreams for a harmonious world with an open heart. The river of warm lights will ceaselessly flow today and tomorrow. The grand finale of the Lotus Lantern Festival features a Hwaeang Hanmadang, or the closing celebration. The two-day cultural extravaganza comes to an end, and it is a time to console ourselves. The stage decorated with a mountain backdrop and an octagonal lantern is more beautiful than ever. Dynamic dances and songs heat up the feverish excitement of the festival for the last time. People who have been waiting all year for today wholeheartedly rejoice in each other's company. Holding hands, they immerse themselves in joyful dance and become one. If we can remember today that we have lent our hands and shoulders with a big smile to our neighbors, if we can rely on each other, we may be able to weather the storms together. Being together in understanding and harmony. Today we arouse the spirit of sharing and become good friends. Today we become a compassionate rain of flower petals and soar into the embrace of the Buddha. The Lotus Lantern Festival enlivened us with traditional zest and dynamic enthusiasm. It has made us joyful and happy once more.